Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My roll number is 2K18 BEDEL 45. My name is Samia Saif, class B.Ed Honors Elementary Part 3rd semester 5th. Subject Educational Psychology. My presentation topic is Definition of Motivation, which is assigned by Professor Dr. Amjad Ali Arain. I am a student of Faculty of Education, Elsa Qazi Campus, Hyderabad, University of Sindh, Jamshoro. Motivation. A motivation is a condition that energizes behavior and give it direction. A motivation comes from Latin word movere, which means to move, to strive, to prompt, desire to do anything. Basic desires are the desire for the food and desire for the drink. Basically, motivation is that anything that push you and you respond it and your behavior is developed. That is basically motivation. Anything that move you and accelerate you and make you ready to do some task, you are motivated. The whole process is called motivation. Whatever activities we do in our day-to-day life, all are associated with some kind of motivation. Because without motivation, we can't do anything in our life. Motivation is required for all our life activities to initiate, to continue, and to accomplish all the tasks. For example, for drinking water, for eating, for reading, for providing a social services, for respecting elders, for all other activities, we need motivation to do with some interest and enjoyment. Some are biological and some are psychological and some may be biopsychological in nature. Let us see some definitions of motivation. Author's definition for motivation. According to the H.W. Bernard, motivation refers to all those phenomena which are involved in the stimulation of action towards particular objectives, where previously there was little or no movement towards these goals. Here the two words are very important in this definition. Number one is a phenomena, which means a natural act or a process. And other one is a stimulation, which means movement towards something, some activity or some achievement. Another definition for motivation. According to the Atkinson's definition, the term motivation refers to arousal of tendency to act to produce one or more effects. The key term in this definition is arousal of tendency. And the word arousal of tendency is equivalent to the stimulation. That is to get ready to act upon, ready to do some task. The key term in this definition is arousal of tendency, which is getting the same meaning of stimulation. Get ready to act upon or ready to do some task. Another definition of motivation. According to the Lowell definition, motivation is defined more formally as psychological or internal process initiated by some needs which lead to activities which will satisfy those needs. In this definition, the key concept is need, because every individual has different kind of need to accomplish or to achieve or to fulfill some desires, which may be normal nature or instant nature, short term or long term, for a self, for a family, for a society, for a nation, for humanity, depending upon the intensity of our needs. We develop our motivation to accomplish those needs. According to the C.V. Good definition, motivation is the process of arousing, sustaining, and regulating activity. There are three key concepts in this definition: arousal of behavior, sustaining the behavior, regulating the behavior. Number one is the arousal of behavior. I will explain this with example. A child study in class 9th and desire to be a doctor means that child behavior arouse doctor's image in the mind. Now it is sustaining the behavior. Now the challenge is to sustain arousal behavior of the child. This task is done by himself with the help of family members and the teacher. The sustaining behavior is reflecting the student's study patterns, aptitude of the child, and it is also observed in the marks of the child in science or general biology subjects. This reflects the child is sustaining the motivation to become a doctor. After completing, now it is regulating the behavior. Now it is time to measure how for a long time child maintaining his hard work. Arousal, sustaining and regulating are three ingredients of motivation. If any one from this is lost, the motivation is not completed and it may be create an obstacle in successful achievement of set aim. Motivation can be defined as the process that account for individuals' intensity, direction, and persistence of efforts towards attaining goal. Here, the three key concepts in this definition. Number one, intensity. Other one is a direction, and the third is a persistence. So intensity here, the intensity is concerned with how hard a person tries. When we are talking about the motivation, we must focus on intensity because intensity is that how hard work we done, how hard work we do to achieve our goal. Now, we are doing hard work, but it is not enough. It is more important that we are doing our hard work with a proper direction. That is more important. So, you have to set your direction. Unless you are doing hard work, but your direction is not clear, so it is useless. You can't achieve your goal in a proper way. So, your direction should be clear. So, intensity should be according to your direction. We are taking an example of any student. Students are always want their best results in their academic education. Some students are said that we are doing very hard work, but our results are not good that we are expecting from that subject. They are think that it is their bad luck, but it is not right. They are doing hard work, but their direction is not right, but their direction is different. So you have to work hard. When your direction is clear, then your intensity should be clear. So your intensity is directly depend on your direction. When your direction is perfect, then your intensity should be perfect. Now the third point is here, persistence. The persistence is consistency, continuity. How for a long time you are continue your hard work until you achieve your goal. Some people are at the peak of their achievement, but they said that we can't doing hard work anymore. So some people said that whenever we achieving our goal, we have to continue our hard work. So if we compare this thing with any aspect of life, it is clear that to motivate anyone, the three important terms are in this. Number one, intensity, direction, and persistence are very, very important to achieve any goal. Stanley once defined motivation as any emotion or desire which so conditions one's will that the individual is propelled into action. Now, the motivation in the form of desire that propels an individual into action, that he perform action. That is basically motivation behind this. Stanley Wentz has emphasized decision making and control over the actions of employees for reaching the enterprise goal. So Stanley Wentz emphasized on the two words, decision making and control over. Decision making is that when you are making your policy, organization policy, you have to take care of the employees' beliefs and their values. And the control over is that you must give them a proper direction in your organization. So now, another definition of motivation. Beach defines motivation as willingness to expend energy to achieve a goal or reward. Beach, beach motivation is an inspirational process which impels members of team to carry out their proper task that they have accepted and generally to play an effective role in the job that the group has undertaken. Here is motivation is that you have to create a willingness among the individual that he can achieve a goal and get a reward. So motivation, according to the Beach, the motivation is an inspirational process that keep employees in an organization, they give their proper task and give their better job. And now it is that they often use a different kind of techniques used to motivate a people in organization. The managers use the diverse motivators like pay, bonus, promotion in the organization to influence a people to contribute their best. It is an extensive reward type. So managers are used in organization for the employers to increase their productivity. Motivation is the reason for people's action, willingness, and goals. The motivation is basically that push a person to do any action, that we create a willingness among the individual to achieve a goal. The whole reason behind the action, our willingness, or achieving the goal, that is motivation. We can say that motivation is derived from word motive, which is defined as need that require satisfaction. These needs could also be wants or desires that are acquired through influence of culture, society, or lifestyle. If we want that some person take achievement in their lives, so we motivate them, we have to create a need among the individual that if you are doing hard work, then you achieve your goal, you buy anything in your life. So we have to create a need in the among individual that he can achieve their goal and get a proper life. Thank you.